Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
Good evening,
wabarakatuh. Good
Miss.
evening,
Good
Miss.
evening.
How are you today?
I'm
I'm
fine,
doing
thank
great,
you.
great today.
How about
And
you,
how are
Miss?
you,
I'm glad to
Miss?
hear that. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking, guys. And I'm really happy to be here with all of you today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Vindi Azara Sunkar, and I'll be your English teacher today. Alright? Today we're going to learn about descriptive text, but we are going to focus on describing a place. During the lesson, we're going to look at a picture, read a short text, learn some useful words, and then you will try to describe a place by yourself. And at the end, we will have a short word wall game. So, are you ready?
Ready, Miss? Ready.
Yes, very ready,
Alright, let's
Miss.
start. Okay, let's start with this picture. Look at it carefully. Now, what can you see in the picture?
I can see a book. Chair.
Anything
Table.
else? Yes, Melly?
Books.
Self.
Chair.
Book self, Miss.
Table. Book.
Okay, so we can
Pen.
see books, table, chairs, and bookshelf. Now let's think about another thing. What might you hear in a place like this? What do you think, Melly?
Mm, okay. Maybe there is people talking.
Yeah, maybe people talking, or maybe someone turning the page of a book. Now, one last question. How might you feel if you were sitting in this place?
We feel relaxed, maybe, Miss?
Good. That's good answer. Okay, so we already noticed some things in the picture. We saw books, table, chair, and bookshelf. But a place is more than just thing inside it. For example, if I say there are books and chairs, you know what is there. But do you know what the place feels like? What do you think, Raisa?
Not really, Miss.
Exactly. When we describe a place, we can talk about three things. First, details. What can we see? Second, atmosphere. What does the place feels like? And third is impression. Why might this place be meaningful to someone? And for example, a library can be quiet and peaceful, and maybe someone likes it because they can read and relax. So when we describe a place, we will tell people what they can see. We also help them imagine the place. So now let's see how this works in a real text. Okay, guys?
Okay, Miss.
The
Yes,
corner
Miss.
garden. Okay. Now we're going to read a short text. The title is the corner garden. Before we read it, just look at the title for a moment. What do you think this text is going to talk about?
A garden, Miss?
Yes, of
Tech is
course. But
talking about
maybe
the garden.
yes, of course. But maybe there is more to it. Let's find out. Raisa, can you read the first paragraph?
Yes, Miss. The corner garden. Behind my classroom, there is a small garden. It is not a large or fancy place, but it is one of the quietest corner in my school.
Okay, thank you, Raisa. Melly, can you continue?
Alright, there are green plants, colorful flowers, and a wooden bench under a tree. During break time, some students sit there and talk quietly. Others read books or simply enjoy the fresh air. Until the end,
Okay,
Miss.
Rafi, please read the last paragraph.
Yes, Miss. I like this place because it gives me a short break from the busy school day. For me, this little garden is more than just a garden. It is a peaceful place to breathe and relax.
Alright, thank you, Raisa, Melly, and Rafi. Now we know what the garden is like, and we also know why the writer likes it. So let's take a closer look. Okay, let's check the next together. First, the place. Where is the garden?
Behind the classroom, Miss.
Correct. Now, what can we find there? Melly?
Flower.
And
Bench.
okay, exactly. So we have the details of the place. Now, what do the students usually do there? Rafi, what do you think?
They usually sit and talk, and they usually read books too, or enjoy the fresh air around the
Good.
classroom.
Okay, good, Rafi. And now the last one. Why does the writer like the garden?
Because it's peaceful, Miss.
Yes, and the writer also said that the garden gives them a short break from the busy school day. So now we can see that the garden is not special only because of the plants or the bench. It is also special because how the writer feels there. That's what makes the description more personal. Okay, next. Alright, now let's learn some words that we can use when describing a place. Okay, the first is serene. Serene means peaceful and calm. Next, the next is vibrant. Vibrant means full of energy and life. For example, a school festival can be vibrant. Next is bustling. Bustling means a place is full of activity. A traditional market can be bustling, like that. Then we have patient. It means having a plate of space. And the last one is inviting. It means pleasant and welcoming. So this word can help us describe a place in a more interesting way. Instead of always saying good or nice, we can choose a more specific word. Okay, next, how a description works. Now we know how to describe a place, but how do we put our ideas into a descriptive text? There are three parts. First, identification. This is where we introduce the place. For example, the corner garden is a small garden behind my classroom. Seperti yang di cerita slide sebelumnya. Oh. That's the introduction. Then we have description. Here we talk about the details and the atmosphere. For example, it has green plants, colorful flowers, and a bench. And the last one is personal impression. This is where we tell the reader how we feel about the place. So the simple order is introduce the place, describe the place, and tell the reader why you like it. That's it. It's actually pretty simple. Next, think of a place that matters to you. Okay, now it's your turn. Think of a place that matters to you. You can choose the library or the school canteen. Raisa, which place do you choose?
Library, Miss.
Library, okay. Now, think about three things. First, what does it look like?
I can see.
Raisa, what can you see in the library?
I can see many books and bookshelves.
Good. Next, what is the atmosphere like?
It's quiet and peaceful.
Nice. It's quiet and peaceful. And why is the library meaningful to you?
Cause I like reading there.
Okay, good answer. So, we already have 3 ideas: what the place looks like, what the atmosphere is like, and why it is meaningful. Now, keep those ideas in mind because in the next activity, you're going to use them to describe your place. Alright? Let's move on. Now, let's use the ideas we just discussed. Remember, we have 3 things to talk about: what the place looks like, the atmosphere, and why it is meaningful to you. And don't forget to use at least one descriptive word from the list. So, Raisa, can you try describing your place?
Sure, miss. My place is the library. It has many books and bookshelves. The atmosphere it's serene and quiet. I like this place because I can read and relax there.
Okay, good job, Raisa. That's a clear description. You told us what the place looks like, you described the atmosphere, and you also explain why you like the place. And you used the word serene good. Now, Melly, can you give us another example?
Okay, sure, miss. My place is the school canteen. It has many tables and chairs.
Mm-mm.
The atmosphere is bustling because many students eat and talk there. And
Okay.
I like it because I can spend time with my friends.
Okay, nice, Melly. You use bustling very well. And you also explain why the place is meaning to you. Okay. Okay, Rafi, one more. What about you?
I choose the library, miss.
Hmm?
Why? Because it is spacious and has so many bookshelves. And
Hmm?
the atmosphere is also inviting and very comfortable. I feel like
Very
it's
good.
because I can study there with my friends.
Okay, very good, Rafi. You use spacious and inviting to make your description more specific. So
Thank you, miss.
as you can see, your description doesn't have to be very long. You just need to tell us what the place is like, describe its atmosphere, and explain why it is meaningful to you. Alright, now we're ready for the next activity. Okay, now let's check your understanding. Sebentar, saya buka workflow-nya dulu ya. Okay, question number 1. What is the main topic of the lesson?
Describing place.
Describing a
The right
place,
one.
miss.
A
The
place.
right one.
Correct. Good job, Raisa.
Yay!
Question number 2. What is the purpose of describing
To
a
help
place?
people imagine the place. Yang the powerful,
Yay, yang
miss.
purple, yang
Yay.
purple.
Correct. Good job,
Yay.
Rafi. Next, question number 3.
What we see, hear, and feel.
Feel.
Yes, the orange one.
Correct. Good job, everyone.
The place feels
The place-
like.
The place
The
feel
orange
like.
one.
Good job.
Yay.
Okay, number 5. The last question.
Visual meaning peaceful and
Serene.
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 Correct. Good job. Game
Yay.
complete.
Yay.
Oke, kita back. Alright, before we finish, let's look back at what we learned today. Today we learned how to describe a place. We start by looking at a picture, then we read the corner garden, we learned some new word to describe place, and then you made your own description. So, What is one thing you should remember? Raisa.
We can describe what we see.
Yes. And Melly?
We can describe the atmosphere to Miss.
Exactly. Raffi?
And also, we can tell to people why the place is so meaningful to us, Miss.
Perfect. So, a descriptive tag is not only about saying what we see, it can also show the feeling and meaning behind a place. That's what makes a place more than just a place. Alright? That's all for today. Thank you for being active today, Raisa, Melly, and Raffi. You did a really good job. See you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bye-bye, Miss.
Waalaikumsalam
Warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh. See you next
wabarakatuh. See you,
time.
Miss, on the
See
next
you.
Thank you.
meet.
Thank you,
Bye bye.
everyone.
Thank you, Miss.